Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing good. Do like, subscribe and follow the channel. So today we are about to discuss the activity diagrams. An activity diagram is a behavioral diagram which means it depicts the behavior of a system. An activity diagram portrays the control flow from a starting point to a finishing point of a system. It shows the various decision paths that exist while an activity is being executed. Let's see the activity diagram in detail. So here I have an activity diagram which is have an initial state like this and a final state, and the select site, commission, architect, develop plan are all different activities. So from this we can define an activity diagram as a special kind of state chart diagram, but it shows the flow from activity to activity rather than from state to state. So an activity diagram have an activity state or an action state. So let's see the difference between both. So an activity state is also known as the non-atomic execution. So the activity state ultimately results in some action. A composite made up of another activity or action states can be represented by other activity diagrams. So develop plan right here can have whole other activity diagram showing its own activity flow. So in other words, an activity state is a state that has its own complete activity flow. Action state, like this select state is an action state right here, is an atomic execution state that results in a change in the state of the system or the return of a value. For example, calling the other operations or sending a particular signal or creating or destroying the objects or some type of computations. Or these action states are normally non-decomposable states, which means they do not contain their own activities or actions, like the activity state. So to simplify the difference between the action state and the activity state, I will say the action state is atomic state that contains only one single action and it is not decomposable to multiple activities. On the other hand, an activity state is non-atomic and is decomposable to several action states, which results in its own complete activity flow diagram. Whenever system contain multiple actors interacting with the system to complete a certain particular activity or a certain task. So for example, here we have a customer, sale and stockroom. All three are the actors of the system and they are communicating or collaborating with each other in order to complete a particular activity. So we use swim lanes 1, 2 and 3. Here we have 3 swim lanes to make our activity diagram more readable. A swim lane is kind of a package. Each swim lane belongs to a certain actor. So this particular swim lane belongs to the customer. This particular belongs to the sales and this particular belongs to the stockroom. And every activity belongs to exactly one swim lane, or in other words, to exactly one actor. So that means request service will be an activity that is performed by the customer. Pay is an activity that is performed by the customer, and similarly, fill order is an activity that is completed by the someone in stockroom. So but transitions may go cross lanes. So for example, a transition from this particular activity which belongs to the customer may go to another activity that belongs to another actor via a transition. So transitions go cross lanes. Similarly, object flow also goes cross lanes. So objects connected using a dependency to the activity, or in other words the transition, they may create, destroy or modify them. So for example, request service, take order. So the transition that is flowing the order object from request service to take order is a object flow transition. And similarly, we have here another object flow transition and here another object flow transition. These transitions can be of 3 types. They may create an object, they may destroy the object, or they may be modifying an object. Object flows. There are 2 different ways to show the object flows in the activity diagram. One is the without pins and the second one is with pins. So first, without pins. In the diagram, the invoice object is being flowed from send invoice to the make payment module. This particular notation uses a square rectangle to show the object. The second one is the with pins. Both activities have a pin right here, and the directed arrow connecting the pins that show an invoice object is being flowed between them. So you are free to use any one of these notations while constructing an activity diagram of your system. Here we have an example of order processing activity diagram. So requested order is an object that is being flowed here and initiate the order processing activity, which receives the order right here. If the order is rejected, it will go to the activity diagram named A. But if the order is accepted, then it will proceed on to the fill order. Then the ship order and send invoice, make payment, accept payment are the activities that will go on in parallel. So that means the order shipment and these three activities will be taking place in a parallel manner. Once all of these activities are completed, the order will be closed and the activity will reach its end right here. In this particular diagram, the sub-activity of make payment is shown as well in another activity diagram. So here the order is coming as an object and it's send invoice activity and then accept payment and it's returning the payment. And here we have the order object is coming and the payment object is at the outgoing. So we can show multiple activity diagrams as well. Methods from the class diagrams can also be translated into the activity diagram. So for example, here I have two methods, sort email and the deliver mail. So this particular class can be translated into the activity diagrams like this. So first we will sort the mail and then we will be delivering the mail. And to deliver the mail, first we will be checking out the truck and then we will be putting out the mailboxes inside the truck. So that's how we can translate our class diagram functions or methods or operations into the activity diagram as well. Interruptible activity region. So an interruptible activity region surrounds a group of actions that can be interrupted. So for example, right here, the process order action will execute until completion, then pass the control to the close order action unless a cancel request interrupts it is received, which will pass the control to the cancel order and then it will go to the end. So this particular state is an interruptible activity region. An activity diagram of distributing schedule is shown here as an example. So from here we are getting a signal, that is this schedule printing signal, and this is a temporal signal, which means it will send a signal at 1st of April or at certain times. So we will determine the mailing list, then we will pass on the mailing list, get the addresses, print the labels, then we will attach the labels to the schedule. Then label schedule is an object and the package schedule for meeting is generated, and then we will receive a mail for pickup. So here whenever we are sending a particular signal, we will use this particular notation, and whenever we are receiving a particular signal, we will use this notation. So here this is send notations and this is receive notations for the signals in the activity diagrams. Of course, we may use the nodes in the activity diagram as well. So objects, activities, transitions, this object flows, signals and temporal signals. Pins, parameters and effects. So we have the pins right here. We know that the object is being flown, the name of the object is order, but what's the effect of that object, whether the object is being created, read, updated or deleted. So effects are otherwise known as the impacts that actions have an object that move through the pin. They may have one of the four values: create, read, update or delete. So in this particular example, the take order creates an instance of order, and then fill order is reading that particular order to further execute the activity. The create effect is only possible on output and the delete effect is only possible on the input pins. Multiple tokens. Object nodes can hold more than one value at a time, and some of these values can be the same. So we define the upper bounds. Upper bounds are the maximum values or the number of the tokens of an object node can hold, including any duplicate values. So at runtime, when the number of values in an object node reaches its upper bound, it cannot accept any more values than that. So in this particular example, if painting from mill is delayed too much for some reason, the input pin will reach its upper bound and parts from mill will not be able to move downstream to polish. If painting is delayed further, the output pin of polishing will fill up and the polishing behavior will not be able to transfer out the polished parts. So in other words, whenever an upper bound of a pin is reached, the pin can no longer take any more objects or any more values into that particular object. Multiple tokens ordering. So object nodes that hold multiple values can specify the order in which the values move downstream. The default is FIFO, or in other words a pipe, or in other words first in first serve. User can change this to LIFO as well. So LIFO, last in first out, or in other words queue, or specify their own behavior to select what value is passed out first, maybe on the priority basis or some other basis. So here our take order is flowing an object of order from take order to fill order, and this particular order items are being selected by priority to be flown down here. Similarly, make part and paint at station 1 and station 2 will be selected on the basis of the priority or some other mechanism, maybe FIFO first in first out, LIFO last in first out, or priority or some other specially categorized behavior. So that was all about the activity diagram. Hope this lecture has helped you to understand the basic concept of activity diagram and its notations. If you have any queries or topic requests, please feel free to comment them. Do subscribe, like and follow the channel. Allah Hafiz.